2024 na! Are you planning to visit the Philippines anytime soon? Or have you been planning to move here? Today, no reacts. No reacts. Because I want to focus on discussing about the cost of living in the Philippines as of this month of the year. Because I feel like I haven't done enough justice and emphasis on my last video about a foreigner who's asking about renting versus owning. In this video right here, I mean, if you haven't watched it, then please check it out. So, today, I want to discuss to you about the cost of living, renting versus owning, where to eat, where to go, maybe a little bit about visa fees and health insurance, I guess. I mean, as a disclaimer, I'm not an expert on this, okay? But I've been going around asking people, doing my research, because a lot of times, especially when I travel in different parts of the Philippines, I book my own hotels, Airbnbs for the family when we're planning to go out of town or something like that. So I just want to share to you so that you kind of have like idea on how much you should prepare, or if people here are already scamming you or milking you money. Plus, so that you can have an idea if the Philippines is worth the price and the Filipina that you're dating is worth your Benjamins. So, let's go. First of all, I want to show you the exchange rate of US dollars versus Philippine peso, because it's important for you guys to understand that our money might be nothing to you. So, let's go to Google. USD to PHP. Dumb. So it's 56 pesos and 40 centavos to a dollar. So keep in mind, and this is as of today, the 6th of February 2024, because the exchange rate changes every day, or maybe every minute, I guess. Let's remember that 56.40 pesos. So, second, are you gonna stay here for a short period of time, or are you gonna be moving in? Because we gotta consider the per day rate of an Airbnb or hotel, or the house that you're about to rent, or if you really wanna have like a property in the Philippines, because sometimes it's cheaper to rent a place for a long period of time. Like for example, apartments in cities like Makati, because I've been living in Makati for more than 3 decades now. So before we moved here in the province, as far as I remember, rate is around 15,000 pesos. I'll be speaking in pesos. You just do the conversion on dollars, okay? So the last time that I was in Makati, it was around 15,000 for an apartment with 2 bedrooms, but it's kind of like around, let's say, 40 square meters. And even though it's in Makati, it's not located in the posh areas of Makati. It's kind of like around Poblacion area, but not in the entertainment zones, like, where you usually go. But it's more of it's kind of looking like a depressed area or something, if I may say. I hope no one gets offended on how I call it. Because for us here in the Philippines, well, we are not snowflakes, okay? Are very much on the ground, and we call it squatters area. But let's just call it a developing area or barangay or something. Barangay or barangay is like a small town, like consists of maybe 500 to 800 families. So like it's the smallest unit of the community, if I'm saying it right. I'm sorry to my Hekasi teachers. I was always sleepy in your class. But anyway, rent per month ranges from 15,000 pesos to 22,000 pesos. Because before we moved out in Makati, it was an old apartment. They just renovated it. So it kind of looks like newly built from the outside. From the outside. And they're already pricing it around 25,000 pesos per month. It consists of 2 bedrooms, but it can cater up to, let's say, 5 to 6 people. And it has a garage as well. And you might want to take into consideration that if you're aiming to get like an apartment in the Philippines, you should always check for parking spaces. Because the Philippines, especially in Metro Manila, by the way, Metro Manila is different from Manila City. Manila City is the capital of the entire Metro Manila region. Metro Manila is our national capital region. So yeah, because it's kind of confusing a lot of people. So you might want to consider a parking space because the entire Metro Manila is so crowded that a lot of houses has their vehicles parked on the street itself. And clamping of vehicles is a huge thing here. So you might want to take that into consideration. So for the daily rate, sorry, I need to read this because, I've been doing my research and been jotting it down on my notebook. As you can see, don't judge me. I like we bears, okay? Doing my research. Hello? So this is for you guys, okay? And for me as well, because I'm kind of... But anyway, if you're gonna stay for a short period of time, so you might want to check the daily rate or monthly rates, because I have a lot of friends who are about to visit the country this year and they're planning to stay for 30 days or something. So a lot of them are considering renting Airbnb in BGC, and some other foreigners that I know can only stay here for like a couple of weeks or something. So in order for you to compare prices, you might want to check your schedule on your stay here. So for me personally, I use this website, agoda.com, because when I visited Boracay and Cebu and somewhere in Quezon City to see a friend, I used this site to book. So let's say you're gonna stay in Makati. Even though it already says Makati. You can now see my search history. Let's say we're gonna travel on June 8 to 9. Just overnight, one room and 2 adults. Let's say you have a friend with you. So let's check. So this, you can already check for prices and the location where exactly in Makati. So your choice if you want breakfast included, size of the bed, how many stars are you looking for. And so far, these are the rates. St. Giles, Makati. I think this is between Ayala and Poblacion. I mean, you can always log on to your computer and go to this website. This video is not sponsored by Agoda.com, but baka naman. Love the Philippines, Makati. I don't know where that is. Maybe this is a new hotel. See? Even in their sample photos. Foreigners. See? The rating's excellent. And it's kind of cheap. So you might want to check this one out. Gio, Prince Plaza, City Garden. Most of these hotels are located at the heart of business district of Makati. This is the website that I check whenever I need to go to Boracay. We're going to Palawan hopefully soon. So yeah, just put your location here and good luck with the search. At least you now have an idea of the rates. And this is per night, mind you, since we're talking about the short stay. For monthly rates, I guess you'll just have to multiply it on how many days you're gonna stay here. So, because basically that's it. Even though I know some people who rent out their houses, who rent out their apartments or condo units, but for me personally, as much as I wanna suggest people to you guys, I mean, if all else fails, I don't want to get blamed for suggesting because I don't want to take responsibility in everything. So for me, the safest way for you to go see for yourself is go to these online booking websites and contact them personally. So aside from agoda.com, I also frequently check airbnb.com. So let's say you want to stay in BGC. You want to be there in June 8 to 9 again. So let's say you have another date on your BGC stay. Here, it's going to show you search results. On this area, you can find, these are the available units on that day. So this area is Bonifacio Global City, or BGC in short. And it's just right next to Makati. So it's really easy to navigate those two cities. So as you can see, it's kind of on the same price range as the hotels from agoda.com. This one is 2881 pesos per night, 2548. First one is 2511, and this one too. And this one's kind of cheaper, 1974, and it already has 3 beds. But usually the price depends on the location and how many beds or how many furnitures or appliances that it has, because some of the units here, they don't have washing machines. Others, they don't have hair dryers. So you might want to check on that. So this 1974, as you can see on the map, it's already here. And this is the center of BGC. It's kind of far from the center of BGC and Makati. So you might want to take that into consideration. Like, that's the reason why it's that cheap. So this one is 3,766. And it's just one double bed, huh? It's not even queen size bed or king size bed. So let's check this out, why it costs that much compared to the others. So this one is at One Uptown Residence in BGC Uptown Mall. As of this date, the Uptown area is the most recently developed area in the entire BGC. So it's kind of pricey around that area. Pictures are like this. Look, is the bed overlooking the buildings. There are a lot of Airbnbs and offices in BGC, especially in the uptown areas. So, I mean, that's why a lot of my foreign friends prefer checking in. One Uptown Residences is just right in front of Grand Hyatt. And I'm there frequently because we have a house that's near that area. And we always shop for groceries at Uptown Mall, go get coffee at Starbucks. So I'm kind of familiar with this. I can still remember. Oh my gosh, I told you, I grew up in Makati. I can still remember all of this. The entire place is just tall grass and streams, rivers. Roads aren't even concrete. So yeah, this one looks nice and very promising for that price. Even though it only has like one bedroom, but it's like it's at the prime lot with really nice amenities and something. So you wanna consider that when you're looking for Airbnbs. And these ones are priced. Look at this one. It's 4,520. Let's see. Just multiply it on how many days are you gonna be staying plus some other fees, and you're good to go. You just gotta look out for the guest favorite, the super hosts, or like here, this one's a super host. So yeah, you might wanna take those stuff into consideration when you're planning to visit here in the Philippines or if you want to move in. So by the way, foreigners are not allowed to own a property in the Philippines. But from what I heard, lawmakers are about to approve granting a law of allowing foreigners to own properties and businesses here in the Philippines. So you might want to stay put on that news. But for now, like I said, sadly, you cannot own a property in the Philippines. Although, just like in other countries, I don't think it's only applicable in the Philippines. It's always better to have your own place whenever you plan to move in which country or area you want to live in. Because like for us, it's like a monthly struggle to worry about rent because that usually costs the most when it comes to like monthly expenses. So if ever you finally get to marry a Filipino or something and you want to own a property here, the property will be named after her, even though you're the ones who's gonna pay for it. But unfortunately, that's how it goes here. So you might wanna take that into consideration unless you are 1,000% trusting your Filipino partner. Next one is city versus province. As we all know, everything's more expensive in the city because it's more developed, it's more populated, and most of it. Hey there, everybody. Thank you so much for your time watching my videos. This Philippine cost of living special is a very long video, so I decided to chop it into several parts. If you have any corrections or additions to my info, please feel free to share in the comments so that we all can learn from it. Let's help each other out. Please don't forget to like and subscribe as well, and maybe share this video perhaps. Thank you so much, and I'll see you all in the next video. God bless. Mwah!